Hey everybody, welcome to Lady Tarot 911. I'm Jen. Happy weekend. Everybody having a good weekend so far? Oh, you know what? This morning I was pulling some cards and I got this like 4 times, the Dreamer. So right now, this is Pisces energy, ruler of the 12th house. And this is about like I believe that this is like your gifts are really fine tuning. This is about sacrifice, and I'm hearing what you are sacrificing. Um, you've made a decision, and you feel like you're sacrificing the stuff that has not been positive or uplifting or good for your energy, and sacrificing that for more of your, spiritual gifts, spiritual awakening, things to come online. So this is Lilith, taboo, darkness, independence, liberation, shadow side. Yeah, I think that this is very interesting, black and white. I think that there have been some distinct decisions that you've had to make that really, like, it's about contrast. I think I'm getting maybe your mind is changing about how you see yourself, or what you've been told, um, like what you've been told is taboo, or what you have been told is um, not okay, or maybe childhood downloads of feeling like something wasn't okay. And it's like this dream that maybe you've had, that maybe family culture or community or a bitter family member or somebody has instilled in you that maybe is not okay. I can relate this to maybe when I started tarot, and how frightened I was about the backlash, the just what people would say, what my kids thought, because I never thought in a million years I'd be on YouTube, reading tarot. But it just seems to come really easy for me to channel, and it's taught me a lot. But this is a real pivot moment for you, in understanding that you're willing to accept who you are, love who you are, and you don't care anymore about what people think about it. I heard Steve on Steve's Love Tarot this morning say, um, if you want to be called the devil, all you have to do is get a YouTube channel and read tarot on it. And if you're not called the devil at least like 50 times, then you're not doing it right. And that's so true. What I have been called, or what people think of tarot, um, it's interesting. It's like I didn't ask to be put here, but I'm here. And until people understand it, and if they've watched my videos, the last time I checked, I don't think that the devil was preaching about love and acceptance and empowerment and making yourself strong and independent. And that's what my videos are about. So I would highly doubt that the work that I am doing is of the devil. But I'm not going to convince others of that, because I don't care what they think of me, or what they think of what I'm doing. I know that I'm helping people, and I've had a lot of feedback that I have helped people understand something and a different perspective. And I think that that's what you're doing, is you're getting a different perspective, that maybe things aren't black and white. Maybe all the dreams that you've had, and it doesn't have to be a YouTube channel or reading tarot or anything like that. It can be a dream that you've had when you were a child, that maybe somebody put the kibosh on and said, "Oh no, you can't do that," or really like pulled your hopes and your energy down to a point of just losing faith and doubting your own abilities and possibilities. I'm going to pull one more, and the competitor. So this is Aries energy. This is about action and I am. So this fits along with it. Who are you? What are you? what are you claiming for yourself? What do you claim as your dream? What is the dream that you've wanted to follow? Have you been held back by childhood downloads or by, legacies of the way we do things, or we don't do things that way? The gossipy, crows uh, who make you feel low or bad for wanting to follow a dream or do something that you're excited about and passionate about because they can't find their own passion. Have you been listening to those people? If so, I think this is really the time that you are discovering who you are and what you bring to the table and what your dream is. And you're starting to break through that, the tabooed opinions of others into this more empowerment, powerful within you part of you. And as you can see, I lay these out like so. This really looks like, and this could have been people that were competitive as well, right? You have a dream. There's people that are competitive in your ear, but your dream, it's like it reminds me of like devil and angel energy. Like this is devil and this is angel, because this is your dream. This is what you wanted to do, right? This is the encourager and this is the destroyer, right? Not that Aries are destroyers. I'm just saying like this energy is the competition. And so maybe there were people who are competitive who were in your ear, but and it's all lining up to this core inside of you that is really, this is starting to emerge, right? The light is starting to emerge. The throat chakra, standing up for yourself, the heart chakra, or not the heart chakra, the crown chakra, which is that indigo purple color of, hey, maybe I can do this, or why can't I if everybody else can do it? Or if you can do it, how come I can't do it? Or why does it make it okay for you to follow your dream and have your dream and me just sit back and watch you have your dream, but me not be able to have mine because you don't want me to, because you will lose the power over me, whatever that may be. If I do decide or figure out who I truly am, and that's threatening to you, right? So this is like the core, the inner part of you. All right. So that's there. All right. Let's look at this a little further. So offerings, so opportunity, right? Doors are opening. We talked a lot about how November is bringing in a lot of opportunities. You'll be getting an offering, and this could be a new position or investment property. Think about it, research it carefully before accepting. So always, keep your guard where you can protect yourself, but also don't self-sabotage, right? You don't want to self-sabotage um, good possibilities, right? So okay, so there's going to be an offering coming. Let's see. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunity. So not making a decision is making a decision. Okay, now tell me about the competitor. Tell me about the other side. So looking, it's okay to look for better work. So this could be a job. This could be a boss looking, that you're dealing with, trying to kind of push you out of the, of the arena of that profession. And I think, or your person, I should say, or the situation. If this is a person, it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. So you need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. Your person is not happy with where they're at. They're not happy in their job, or this is an unhappy job situation for you. This is not part of your soul is missing the purpose of where you're at. And I guess if I could relate it to maybe how I have felt in very misaligned jobs that I've had, I just would dread going to work. It wasn't even the work aspect, it was that particular job. So that is a good indication that that maybe that job is not what's making you happy, that it's not making your soul feel fulfilled. Say that 5 times fast. So I think that they might be looking for a job, or they're unemployed and they're trying to find employment, or they're just really at this intersection of what truly makes me happy. Am I going to continue down this road? I know that a lot of us are being pushed out of corporate America to start following our mission and path, to help the collective. And I mean, I know that that's what's happened with me. And so, it's something that I think that they're at, or you are with this job, at an intersection of, okay, do I continue on the same way? Do I do the same things that I've always done that get me the same results all the time? Or do I do something different that actually might get me different results that'll make me happier? Okay, what else? Authority clashes with the boss aura. So we're talking, it says challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. So if there is a situation with a person who is acting as if they were authority, or if they are authority, or a boss situation, or something at work, if they challenge you, if this is somebody who doesn't want you to follow your dreams, or can sense that you are finding yourself and needing to go a different direction, the best advice, I guess, what the cards are saying, what the energy is saying, is it's okay for you to be happy. And if that happiness is looking outside, whether this is with a person or with a job, if you're not happy, nothing will ever get better. Because it's a misaligned vibration, right? It's the frequencies aren't the same, and so it's going to cause resentment. It's going to cause sadness. It's going to cause fighting and arguing and problems. We grow in the unknown, and the unknown is maybe where this might lead, and we don't know what we don't know. And a lot of times when we want to strive for a higher, more fulfilling I guess, sense of self or empowerment, that's a good thing. And the universe will back you up, support you, and will give you opportunities you couldn't have ever dreamed of, being in charge. So you have to let the universe guide you. You take the first steps and start looking, or going outside of this job, or this friend group, or with these people, and and then let the universe take it from there. Okay, so that's what's happening on their side, right? Or this could be you as well that is experiencing this with them, or with a job. I think that either you or your person has maybe potentially been, I'm really getting that this is the situation that you've been kind of involved in, whether it be voluntarily or involuntary. But there's been somebody around you who, or this is your person who's had somebody around them that is just behaving like a complete clown, not being themselves, making jokes about everything, or taking things just with a grain of salt, like not taking things seriously, right? This could be in the job situation, but I think that this is in regards to when I talked about like the group. So you can see the community, right? And this could involve 3 people. There's 3 little boys on here, but this could be a team that you're on, or take it as it is. It could be just representing 3 humans. So it could be 3 girls that are around you, or that you are in a community, or on a team with for work, or just a friend group. And as you can see, the athlete card, this is getting the courage to leave this group, to remove yourself from this. And this takes a lot of courage. And you can see the athlete is running in the opposite direction. And this could be you getting away from maybe this group is toxic. But this really indicates to me, this says to me that you might be leaving the comforts of a community or a group setting and becoming your own independent captain of your ship and the leader, your own boss, and maybe you've always been in a team setting or with a friend group, or there's always been like a lot of support. And right now, you are going in a direction where you are becoming the one who has to lead yourself and have all the answers. And but this also, even though it requires, or there's going to be an offering of this, or the energy is the universe is going to give you an offering of being able to become your own boss, or maybe work from home, or just get away from maybe people around you who just create confusion and cause, maybe things to be harder than they are because of, not taking things seriously. This could be a person who has really this just reminds me of just like these little boys, or one of these boys just not growing up, and just becoming like a man child, or a woman child. It could be that too. Somebody who just messes around, or they just flitters around the office, or flirts with everybody when you're out and about, or doesn't take your feelings into consideration, or could really, they're a performer. They perform at work, they perform in front of you, they perform, nothing's real. There's no authentic, deep conversation and goals and deadlines that are being met and promises that are being kept. And I think that this is somebody either in the work situation or around you in a personal relationship, and you're really getting away from this person or energy and all of these energies potentially, and you are quickly learning to take action in a direction where you become somebody that you can trust in making all of the decisions, and you answer to you. And I think that there might be an offering in energy this week that really supports you taking that action. So take that. So that might be part of that. We talked about like the breakup energy, or ending something. There's a lot of endings happening, especially like this week, but in November. And it's because we are going from the looking outside of ourselves or needing validation outside of ourselves to situations where everything and all the tools are within us. We have all the answers within us. And that's what the energy is really trying to teach us at this time. So show me the other side. I think that they're just trying to really engage their own power within, right? So this is, this is a different deck. Okay. Well, it was meant to be then. Find strength in unique views and grow together. So this is true acceptance. I don't think that if this is your person, if this is like the jester or the clown, they haven't had a real sense of teamwork. They've just been like real rebellious, right? Clowns are rebellious. They just do whatever they want, and they, they're unpredictable. They're impulsive. But I was talking about finding the courage within, and this says find strength in unique views and grow together. So true acceptance. Love stories, communicating and saying what needs to be said, tough love, truth talk. Yeah, I think that maybe this is either you needing to, as you take looking for the authority outside of yourself and really placing that inside yourself. When you do that, that means that you're going to have to move away from whatever this situation is or this person is, which there's going to be a need for transparent, clear communication of, this is what I need for me. This is how I need to move forward. This is the direction that I am going to go. And, you know, if I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. If not, then I hope that you can just understand. And most likely, if these people are toxic, they're not going to, and they're going to make your life hell. But the thing is that if you stand in that, you know, the strength of the lion, right? Leo energy, then they're not going to get very far with you, because they can't force you. All they can do is make you feel guilty, or, you know, gaslight you. And you just have to realize that that's what they're doing. And it's because they can't find their own power within to do what you're doing. And so a lot of it does come from jealousy. Okay, one more. Rambling rose, growing apart or getting some space to think. Interesting. So let's see. So this says grow together. Evolving and outsiders. Oh, you know what this says to me? So putting these like this is either your person or the situation, or you understanding that, actually it would be like this, because if I flipped it around, that's the way it looks to me. So it's going from accepting the situation or the person as is. What it is what it is. And through good communication, you might be getting some good conversations or communication or clarity, especially like this week. And as we come up to the 11/11 portal, and really loving yourself, accepting this or people as is, knowing that, and this doesn't have to be a toxic situation. It could just be a situation that's not helping you grow, and you really need to kind of step on a new path to grow. But just accepting what this is over here, and then understanding, moving from growing together, right, to becoming, like, it's just the kind of like a replica of this. So this would be togetherness, right? So our community, true acceptance of like what the situation is, right? Telling the truth, bringing about, truths, and taking action in what you need is the athlete part of that, right? So you guys are mirroring each other. I think that, and obviously they talk about like soulmates, twin flames, can very much mirror each other. And I think that that's what's happening, because then we've got and maybe that's why I ended up using another deck, is because it wanted to show how they align with each other, right? And then the growing apart or getting some space to think is like becoming the captain, right? Or like that. Sorry. And you becoming, and you can see in this card, there's multiples, right? But in this card, where you're heading to, or where you're going to with situation or person or whatever, is very, in solitude, or within yourself, because this is really truly where we're finding our greatest power, and we're learning our greatest power lives, so that we can come back into these communities, or start new friend groups, or have new relationships, and understand that if we're taking a very neutral, stoic, balanced approach to everything, these relationships won't end up toxic and codependent, at least from your side of it, right? But then you can also identify and have those red flags of those who do try and, want to hang on you for validation, or rely on you to get things done, or to give directions. And that's what we're trying to move away from, and know our own power, right? Yeah, radical change is taking control. That's what we're talking about. I love this alchemy deck. um, the archetype deck is what I meant. Sorry, not that. Well, I mean, it is alchemy. It's taking power and transmuting it, but radical changes, taking control. Now, there's a poison bottle on here. Um, taking control. Oh, you know what? This is not only you taking control of your life, but I talked about mirroring. I think maybe we have talked about this in other videos, but you're taking control and being the catalyst. I talk a lot about being um, that catalytic energy, that being the catalyst that sparks the energy when you go within, right? We just continue on that path of understanding how important it is to focus on ourselves. That you could have somebody who is not only toxic, but maybe they have addictions to drugs or alcohol. And you're becoming, by you becoming and showing the way essentially, or by teaching through energy, energetically, you could be helping somebody take control of their own life. Your family members could see that, or colleagues who were afraid to take a leap of faith and go a different direction if it's a toxic work environment. You are you're lighting the match for that. You are lighting it up for somebody else's epiphany moments or energy to light up, and potentially you show the way, you light the way for them, right? Let's look on this side. So we've got, hold on, got that and that and that. And I do think so when we look at these cards, okay, you have to think that I'm looking at them the other way, right? So that looking like that. So the athlete is running this way. And with this one, right, she is actually walking that way when I turn it around, right? So they're both going inward and taking action inward, or at least the energy you're taking, you're being offered the opportunity to take this action, which in turn might catalyze something on the other side to also take that action. And you're both heading inward to the darkness, or to face whatever shadows or karmic, karma that's needing to be wrapped up, or just this says independence, shadow side, empowerment, destruction, becoming the destroyer of everything that's in your way, or everything that might be shadow, and transmuting it into, and that's what's starting to illuminate, is transmuting that. So if it's pain or things that you need to look at, or addictions, maybe in on either side, I guess, coping mechanisms, codependencies, taking a real deep look at, why have I stayed here? Why do I not feel good enough to go a different direction? Why have I tolerated the people or the place that I have been at? Why is it, what is it in me that I was taught that I had to continue on this path, whether it made me unhappy or not? And facing those shadows, eventually you're helping give some doors of opportunity to either this situation, whether it's to close it down, right? Because this is something that you're moving away from, or this, and so it's helping you boost you, right, in this direction, or this is somebody, your person, or, like we talked about, maybe a boss learns from you, or, colleagues decide to take the actions that you're taking, or family members, if you decide to stand up for yourself with family members, and others see that and are like, okay, well, I that took a lot of strength and fortitude, and I know that I have that in me, and I'm not happy here, and why am I staying here? And you make people start thinking, and you catalyze action, and you catalyze the wheels start turning, and you catalyze emotions start coming to the surface, and people start looking at their shadow side, and then it just trickles on and on and on, because energetically we are an example to everybody outside of ourselves, that are in our soul cycles, or in our families, or in our jobs, or with our kids, and and it just spreads, but we're spreading the right um, high vibrational frequency and energy through empowering ourselves, transmuting whatever pain or gossip or shitty ass people or shitty ass job or shitty ass boss. We transmute that pain, or childhood downloads, shitty ass childhood downloads, or, cultural norms that, just do not fit today's society, or doing it the way grandma and grandpa did it, even though we don't live anywhere near the type of lives that they used to, taking that and transmuting that into this high vibration. That's what we want out into the collective, so that it just continues to pay it forward. Yeah, I think so. Another thing, sorry, I was drawn to her eyes, and this person, or your boss, other people, this community, this group of friends, whoever this is over here, they are very much watching you. They're watching your social media, they're looking at your pictures, they're just thinking about you. They might be driving by places that you guys, go together. They're thinking about old times. It's nostalgia. They're very much focused on you, and it's because you're light. You're taking these steps to follow your dreams and to follow your light and your happiness and your joy. And when that happens, you start to light up, right? We start to light up the darkness, and you become a beacon for them, and they can't help but start looking. So just know that you are being identified. You don't have to worry about it, because you just keep focusing on you. You don't have to make any impressions. You don't have, because your energy is doing that naturally, and the universe is controlling, like, how that's playing out. The transits, the planetary transits, are also contributing to that. So just know that you are being put in a light that God wants you to be put in. The universe wants you to be put in as a beacon to, like, I'm thinking of a lighthouse, right? That's what the purpose is of, following your soul's mission and purpose, or being happy and passionate about the job you have, creating your own business, being in relationships that help you grow and you support each other, being in friendships where you're always there for each other to help boost you up. And those things create great sources and beacons of light that attract, right? Magnetizes people to you and your energy, so they can't help but not look and see. They see your glow up. That's why it's called a glow up, right? Okay, so psychic, this is about, again, we talk a lot about when you go inward and you're not relying on opinions or directions or somebody outside yourself to tell you which direction to go. You have to start listening to your intuition. It is a very, very quick, gut feeling that you get, that, and your intuition will never lead you astray. And again, I say, in this world where there's AI, that is just rampant, and it's going to just get more and more intense, where we can't decipher the truth of things. It's going to be up to what was given to us as our birthright and our innate sense of intuition. So this is saying, listen to your intuition, and this won't lead you astray, right? You have a promise of good fortune, and you can do that by really connecting with outside, really getting grounded. And whether that's meditating, or that's, saging, or, being outside in nature, or getting exercise, or something other than, something that goes outside of your head, right? So that you don't get locked in your head. And healer. So, yeah, and this is part of that. What's at the bottom? Yeah, you uncover parts of yourself, and it's saying that you're going to uncover how much of a difference that you'll make with other people, because then you'll see it within them, these steps that they're taking, and the standing up for themselves. And, and you don't know, it's in divine timing when these things will happen, but you'll start to notice a change in people around you, and or people will be grateful for you and tell you these things, and you'll just become, you'll become the captain of your own ship, but also the captain to help a crew learn to become their own, captains. I mean, we've talked a lot about it, just focusing on yourself, and really going with your intuition. Meditate. That's part of what I was talking about, the nature spirit. So meditate, and meditate doesn't mean you sit there and you have to do that. I don't do that. Meditate can be pulling cards for yourself, or going on a walk, or spending time with your animals, or just more of a quiet sense of just really going within. You don't have to, reading, journaling, anything that's going to just be of a quiet sense, so that your mind isn't overtaken by stimulus outside of you, and you can really like listen to your intuition and listen to what your soul and your body is telling you need, right? And this will bring truths. This is also saying that, again, that transparency and being truthful. Be yourself, say what you need to say. Their reaction, you're not in control of how they're going to react, and you're not going to be able to control it. They're going to react however they're going to react. And if they choose to be deceitful or hurtful or gossipy, they're just going to rack up their karma. So, until they learn that they can't behave that way and try and control other people, or, your livelihood is threatened, the universe will make up for that for you, and will be there to hold your back, even if this is threatening to take things away from you. The universe solves all the problems, and a lot of times it's last minute. And let them go off the deep end. You don't have to stand around and listen to it. You don't have to be in the environment. You can tell the truth as it is, and then you can leave. You can, it's your decision. It's based on your intuition and what's best for you. And that is what we need. And we don't need the facade and the masking and the clowning around and the pretending and the fake living and the not saying anything because it won't, too afraid to cause issues or chaos with others, afraid to start drama, and that's standing up for yourself is not causing drama. The drama comes from the gossiping afterwards. That's totally on them. Let them get their karmic debt, because they'll pay it threefold. Or greater, and they will have to learn their own lessons from that. That helps, it helps create a learning environment for them, for towers to fall and things to happen and them lose things, and they have to learn from that. That card ended up falling out of my hand. I don't know why, so it's probably the final message of all of this, but my point is that tell the truth. Be real, be authentic, say it like it is, how you believe it to be. And no matter what, don't be a people pleaser, be a you pleaser, right? And that's not being selfish, as long as your intent isn't to walk on other people to get there. If your intent is solely focused on you and you taking the resources and the energy and transmuting that, you're not being selfish and you don't get the karma. If your intent is not to hurt others or use others or step on others to get a boost up. Hold on just a second. Yeah, this is about growth. So this is a period of growth where my invites, my respect, my love comes from within me. I don't need that outside myself. And that is a really big growth period that we're having right now, especially in November, and especially this week. There's going to be this huge jump of growth that we partake in. So, okay. Hopefully that helps you guys, and have a great week, and I will see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.